a factory stream yesterday. Just didn't ping for it. T1.
Welcome back, Bruce, and well, change of bowling. Paces off and Matt Short himself captaining the Victorian lineup today.
Okay. Drowsy, need arena, grip.
Round the wicket to Cooper Connolly. Oh, who gets big inside edge and gap given how square the sweeper in Callaway is.
Oh shit. Sorry about that. I literally opened that early so I could mute it, and then I forgot to mute it. Shieldon, Slowpoke, Chagger. Very far-fetched coffee. Yeah, it can take a while. Because I am looking for a really good team at the start. Traveler, Shuppet, Starry. 91. Farfetch, love this, Boulder. Cathedral, Houndour, Hippopotamus. Yeah, that's the privileges of being the champion. Beautifly, Wilma Beaters. The hell happened there? I thought I was just mashing A, but somehow I got out of the, the text. I wasn't even paying attention. Thumb must have slipped to B and I didn't notice. G'day, TY. Turtwig, Magnemite, Chinchou. Jesus. Nope, I'm tossing. They have Magnemite and Chinchou, which are both really good pokes, and so often you'll be like, if they have a good poke, you actually just take their good poke and then use it. But I did not have a draft that would beat that first fight in any reasonable amount of time. Rhyhorn, Weasel, Carvana. Would have been a good team to have Magnemite or Chinchou for. 100 the Weasel. Saberlike, Rainbows, Locker. What's Christmas like in summer? Normal. Not bad. Metal sound here for avoid rest. Jeez. chatter, munchlax. Well, the good news is they should send out Chatot before Munchlax. So the play might actually just be switch to Rayoli for Munchlax. There's a lot of things trying to attract Magnemite. Alright, I mean, hopefully it just goes Metronome Memento anyway. I mean, I unironically got so much use out of Chatter in my first playthrough of X and Y. That 100% confuse rate went so hard. The last two level 100 Pokemon I've ever had, because I've never got one in Gen 7, 8, and 9 because I never played the games enough, was in Gen 6, I got Blastoise to 100 and Chatot to 100. Arabia, Yanma, Wobbuffet. Vulpix, Cranidos, This set was going really well until this fight. It was not a well-organised team for me, and then Vulpix vs Magnemite did not go the way that I needed it to. Fuck! I'm gonna go aggressive. Holy shit, that does half. Oh, fuck me dead, Riolu. It's GG. Awful last couple of fights there. Depends what you mean by best. Castle, and Swivel. Yeah, because like, it depends on what you're aiming for. Like, Cast Form's a really good example to explain that, right? Because Cast Form, overall, if you're like against any opponents, Cast Form would be the Pokemon that would have the highest chance of soloing any fight in 5 turns. Exactly. But Cast Form will never win a fight in 3 turns. So if what you're looking for is a 5-turn fight, Cast Form is really good. But if you're looking for the perfect fight, Cast Form is fucking awful. Grimer, Clefairy, Pidgeotto. So when it kind of boils down to, oh, well, whatever gets a good time, it's like, well, it kind of just depends how good is for you, you know? The actual way, it's funny that it's just come up here, that Castform does get a 3-turn fight technically, is if it comes up against Lead Shedinja, you pick Hail to kill it, and then kill the last two with Hail Weather Ball. I mean, there's a few Pokemon that if I see them, I'm taking them regardless. And so that's any of the, like, absolute top tier. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't have a out-and-out preference, because it's like, I kind of like having different runs with all of them. Like, if I was just resetting for one thing over and over and over and over again, I would not enjoy it as much. I enjoy the fact that I get different types of runs by taking a variety. Oh, I fucking hate Clamperl. Outside of the battles, it's pretty feasible to manip everything. Like, you can manip all of the Pokemon in the draft and all of the Pokemon that you fight. Yeah, you should check out my All Gold Prince run of this game, where I manip the entire frontier in one go. I won't metal sound Teddiursa this time. Like, you can make it easier by doing more save and quits, but I did it all in one go. It took a long time. That was very difficult. This time. Good. Yeah, not often you'll see actual raw sparrow use out of Magnemite. Not a great team. No, I have no interest in doing that. I've already done it. Do not need to do it again. Double team. Awful, awful, awful. Truly awful team. Nurino, Apom, Nummel. I'm resetting. Wow. It's random AI at the start. Yeah, Nummel's obviously awful for Magnemite, also awful for Butterfree, and also awful for all of the things I could take. I'm sorry, but I can't converse with anyone whose first Pokemon game was not Gen 1. Bulbasaur, Mantype. Hooray, it's Cast Form. Boo, it's Mantype as an opponent straight away. Fucking Leaf Seed. No, Fire Red Leaf Green does not count. Terrible, terrible first fight. Now shifts forward. Take the Mantic so it doesn't reappear. Much better fight. Murkrow, Bagon on the night. Oh, son of a bitch. That's why it's so bad. If either of the other two were leads, this would have been fine. At least it didn't then pick Torment. Who was emulating GBA games in 2004? My hand's going straight in the air. Pass, Nuzly, Delphin. Yeah, I was 9. Hell, I was doing speedrunning stuff on emulator at that age. To be fair, that was more Sonic stuff. Some more on Genesis emulation. Funnily enough, I never emulated the GBA Pokemon games that I didn't have. Like, I never emulated Ruby Sapphire or even Fire Red Leaf Green. The only game that I had on GBA as a kid was Emerald. and I still emulated Emerald because I did replays on emulator. Because the cart that I had, I was at the Battle Frontier, and I was like, well, I want my team for the Battle Frontier. But I would, on emulator, do replays with like Game Shark codes and like catch level 3 Suicune or whatever, so I would play through the game with shit you couldn't otherwise. Fossil burn wood. Yeah, I mean, obviously tons of people use their phones for gaming these days. And obviously there's a huge amount of people who, you know, play Pokemon games through emulating on their phone. That being said, I will say to this day, I have never seen one. Like, I know they exist, and obviously it's super common. But just with the people that are in my sphere, I have never seen a human play a Pokemon game like on emulator on a phone. Or anything on an emulator on a phone. Look, my favorite phone game is Bounce. Phone games beyond that era are not real to me. Zebra Matang Sudowoodo. Made a mistake there, I actually should have put +1 in the lead. Gonna hit this at neutral. Maybe it picks Rain Dance for me. Not my attack, dude. No. I don't know, to me though, it's like, obviously it's convenient, but surely it's still a better experience to play on, like, a Game Boy or whatever. than a phone. Like, I can't imagine how playing on a phone would be more enjoyable. And it's like, I don't think a phone is more convenient than a Game Boy. Like, people would say it's because they have their phone anyway, but it's like, if I'm playing a game, I'm planning to play the game. I guess it's for people who work real jobs. And it's like, I'll just pull this out at lunch break or whatever, and don't have to bring an extra thing. But I've never had that experience. Like, if even when I did, you know, occasionally work a proper job, there was never a moment where I'm like, now I'm gonna do something at lunch or whatever. I was literally always working. Larger than Wobbuffet. Magmar is a great elevation. Oh god, I mean back when I was a teenager. So I worked in a kitchen and I worked some office job at a consultancy firm. Spoink and Seal. Unfucking real. These would have to be the two worst Pokemon for Magmar to fight, especially if they're Thick Fat from set 1. Please do not be Thick Fat, Spoink. And it's Thick Fat. Unreal. The Bright Powder coming in clutch there. Fuck me. Was something weak for Psychic at the end. That fight went about as well as it could have, but it still fucking sucked just because the opponents were terrible. The last one being Grimer is basically a fuck you if you went the option of switching to Grottle there to bite the Spoink and Razor Leaf the Seal. Because Grimer comes out and is fucking awful for Grottle. Eradicate and Pipita. I think I'm gonna get a Flamethrower. Okay. Alright, that was a much better fight. Parasite and Parasites. The silver, yeah. Send it out, Parasite. Okay. Ugh. Holy shit. Thank God that last one hit. Would have been encored into it when I had none left. Would have been struggling. Zangoose and Mighty Yenna. Zangoose I'm not sure about. Mighty Yenna either, to be honest. I think I'll go Flamethrower. We'll have a look. I got the Eradicate. Alright, good. Arabia and Butterfree. Alright, well those are definitely dead to Flamethrower. No, of course they can. It just means they're targeted at that Pokemon. I never minded long commutes if it's on public transport. Long commutes on a car is just so much time and so much money, but I did long commutes for a while on a train and I never minded it because you just do stuff on the ride. Lunatone and Persian. Lunatone, just an awful poke. Oh, amazing. Thanks. Magma probably overperformed there. Right powder miss on Lunatone certainly helped. Alright, that puts me in with a shot. Surprised that's first on pace placement, but I will take it. I mean, Magma is one of the best elevations you can get, as evidenced by I got quite a few, like, crappy teams there for it. But it was still a really good start. Now just give me Garchomp. Waylord. I'm actually taking nothing over. Literally fucking nothing. What a shame. Terrible draft. Oh, fuck. Yeah, a few rare procs. gotta be fucking kidding me. Of course. It was one off Swarm. Swarm's at 55. Oh my god. No, don't you know. Oh my god. Bro, it's over. Unfucking real, dude. Just a ridiculous draft. Dry powder magma out for revenge. It did so much for me. And then it ends it all. Yep, that was fucking terrible. Yeah, I don't think I want to do more runs after that anyway. That's very upsetting. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. Peace for now.